The reason I was prompted to make this video is I've noticed something, and it's something that's been going on in the industry for a while, and it's loss of focus. Let me explain what I mean by a loss of focus. A loss of focus. The loss of focus has to do with the fact that they focus more on visuals and Hollywood anything, just movie grade shit, rather than the actual gameplay. The game, what is the game? Gameplay is the most important factor in any game. I don't give a shit how gorgeous or how realistic a game looks, okay? And it's something that's bogging down the industry when it comes to AAA games. People have talked time and time again about how the, you know, the video game industry is going to crash again. No, no, not entirely. No, just AAA. AAA is going to crash. Why is AAA going to crash? Exhibit A, right here. This. This is why it's going to crash. This looks like a fucking movie. But why? Why does it look like a fucking movie? And why is it? And it's expensive to do. Look. In fact, this person right here states it very plainly, very purely. And it makes point. Hot take. The glazing of graphics like this with no gameplay is the exact reason AAA, I don't know what SP stands for, AAA games cost an unstable 200 to 300 million to produce. Because they're so goddamn focused on this shit. They have been laying off people left and right. Well, it's their own goddamn fault. The industry is falling the fuck apart as far as AAA is concerned. It's fucking dying. All right? It's gonna die. We're gonna have to burn it. We're gonna have to bury it. This should not be your focus when you're making a game. This shit right here should not be the focus. This shit is expensive. You should be focusing on gameplay. Show us the fucking gameplay. A good, fun game matters way fucking more than Hollywood level production. Way fucking more. They're called video games for a fucking reason. They're not called movie with interactive bits and pieces. They're called video games, okay? They've always been video games, regardless of how the graphics have changed over time, regardless of how assets look, all of it, okay? It doesn't fucking matter, all right? This is exactly why the industry is in such dire straits as it is. On top of that, the other problem being that we have companies like, what is it, Sweet Baby Inc. and other little ones that are sticking in their ideologies. They're forcing it. There's been shit where they've had people that run these little consultancy firms, quote unquote, uh like Sweet Baby Inc., who what they do is they threaten, okay, they threaten cancel culture on the heads of studios and whatnot if they don't adopt, what is it? I don't know what it's called, EGS or some shit like that. If they don't, the woke ideology bullshit, that's dragging games down. People are going to buy less AAA games, and then on top of that, you spend tons of money for that consultancy firm, and you spend tons of money on developing realistic fucking visuals. There's no reason for that. This doesn't matter. The video game industry needs to understand that this doesn't matter. If there's anyone that understands this more than anyone else, it would be the indie studios. The indie studios understand this perfectly. We are worried about a fun gaming experience. The visuals and everything are secondary. Shit like this is completely unnecessary. What is the game going to be like? Is the game going to be dog shit? Is it going to be hard to play? What's the gameplay like? What kind of a game is it? We don't know because they focused on Hollywood shit. They Hollywood styled shit. If I want to watch a movie, I'll fucking watch a movie. If I want to play a video game, I'll play a video game. But it's not going to be shit like this. I don't give a fuck. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the black, shouldn't he be darker? Look at him. I'm not trying to be a racist, but Black Panther is like, he's from Africa, and a lot of them are pretty dark. He's nowhere near as dark as a lot of people in Africa. What the hell? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some light-skinned folks over there too, but I don't know. This is not what I picture when I picture Black Panther. I don't know. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Again, this none of this matters. Okay, and this is a rant I've been wanting to do for a while. Listen, AAA industry, stop focusing on the fucking visuals. Okay? Stop fucking focusing on it. No one gives a rat's ass, really. We care about how fun it is. What kind of a fun we're going to be kind of fun we're going to be having. Let's look at some of the games that I fucking play real quick. Let's start up fucking Steam real fucking quick. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm going to have to clip this out in editing. Because Steam is very fucking slow to launch. I just launched you. Let's go. How many times do I got to click you to get you to wake the hell up? So games like Valheim. I play Valheim. Do you think the graphics are all that amazing in this game? Not really. There's not really any voiceover work, which would have been nice, but there's not. You have to read everything. Um, the visuals have a pixelated look to them. I'm not a big fan, but this is a pretty popular game. Games like this are pretty popular. All right, let's go to the store. I think the sale is over. There was a spring sale going on. The spring sale is over. Yeah, it's over. Okay. I'm looking at just indie games, and they do sell pretty well. Unknown shit. Just let's just type. Do you type indie or do you go into categories for indie? Gaming industry is a circus. Indie, indie, stupid bitch. I said indie. There we go. That works better. So Stardew Valley. Look at that game. Look at what that game looks like. You can kind of see it here. Let's have a look. See it. Stardew Valley. Look at these visuals. Pixelated. It's a pretty popular game. You think it's got all the 200 to $300 million behind it, backing it? Fuck no. Fuck no. It doesn't. I've never heard of the Last Apocalypse or whatever. It's an indie title. I'm sure it's got to be. It's got to be. Um, let's see. RimWorld, never heard of it. Indie title. Pretty sure it does really well. I hate how I search the word indie and it's not giving me titles that are categorized as indie. It's just giving me games, a lot of games with the word indie in it. I hate that. This doesn't help me. I hate the search function. I hate how search functions work in this fucking game. But let's look at some of the other games I've got up here. Hang on. I don't want software real quick. Let's back the fuck out of this. I know I'm probably annoying everybody. But here's some survival games I love. I don't love this one. This one sucks. The Forest is pretty good. Indie game. Wrapped, indie game, pretty good. Those are not realistic visuals. I'm pretty sure they didn't spend nearly the amount of money on visuals that are being spent on quote unquote AAA games. Subnautica, another game I don't really think is indie. All right, it's a fun game. There's not too big of a focus on cinematics or anything like that. It's just a fun game. It's just a fun game. Sunken Land. I played a little bit of it. Guarantee you it's just an indie title. And I guarantee you, as it updates, it'll become more popular. Of course, Valheim. Void Train, I haven't played in a while. I need to play Void Train. I love Void Train. Void Train is fun. Um, I have a lot of uncategorized games here. Beyond Handwell. I haven't tried that yet. I need to try it. I'm pretty sure it's an indie developed game. Call it Sergnar. It's an indie title. It's not that expensive. It's not going to be that expensive when it comes out. I'm going to buy it. That's not a game. That's Chill Out VR. That's another indie title. None of these games have big budget movie cinematics. That's where all the damn budget goes. Why is that there? That's where all the budget goes. The budget goes on this shit, on cinematics. That's where the fucking budget goes. That's why they're 200 to 300 $1 million. And it's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Just so fucking ridiculous. Look, video games aren't going anywhere now. We learned from the 80s, all right? We're making really great games, okay? There's games are going to be around. There's not going to be another crash. It's not going to be, and if there is, it's not going to be industry wide. Instead of an industry wide crash, it's just going to be a crash as far as just AAA games. AAA games are going to be where the crash is at. All right? That's where the crash is going to happen, okay? That is where the crash is going to happen. It's not going to be industry wide. Everybody who keeps spelling out gloom and doom, just being like, "Oh no, the industry is going to crash. It's not. It's not. There's always going to be video games. There's always going to be people developing video games. It's still a profitable industry. The problem is AAA. Costs too much to develop the game. The focus, again, back to focus. The focus is on visuals and cinematics. That should not be your focus. That should not be anything. When I was growing up, we didn't have any of that shit in our games. Yes, I know I'm going to be talking like a boomer real quick, but we didn't, and we did fine. We had fun. We just had fun playing the game because that's what a game is about. It's playing the game. And I hate to blame him for this, but I feel like, what is his name? Oh, God. Kojima. I feel like Kojima's partly to blame. He's one of the ones early on who pioneered making like a movie within a game. We don't fucking care. No one, well, I can't say no one. I'm pretty sure there are some people out there that care, but I'm seeing that a majority of people don't fucking care. It's unsustainable, all right? It's completely fucking unsustainable. All right, so this has been The Goof. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I just, if I put out a video, this is it from now on. This is what I do. You don't see my face. You mostly just hear me rant. I'm so tired. I'm just tired. I know this is not what people want from my channel, but it's what you're going to get. Anyhow, have a good one. Bye.